is Friday night, Hangout, creating our stories, piece by piece. This is Friday night, Hangout, creating our stories, piece by piece. Exploring limitless opportunities, illuminate our path, amplify our impact. Oh, it's Friday night, Hangout. Ooh, it's Friday night, Hangout. It's safe space for ideation.
Are you feeling stuck in your business, professional, or personal life? Or are you struggling to find purpose and direction? Are you feeling stuck in your business, professional, or personal life? Or are you struggling to find purpose and direction? Imagine having a clear sense of direction, achieving your goals, and living a fulfilling life. Joy Onyeso Coaching Consult is here to help you. We will work with you to identify your strengths, overcome obstacles, and develop a personalized plan to achieve your dreams. With our coaching and consulting services, you will gain clarity, confidence, and the tools you need to succeed. Do not let fear, lack of clarity, or doubt hold you back any longer. Take the first step towards achieving your goals and living your best life. Contact Joy Onyeso Coaching Consult today. Joy Onyeso Coaching Consult, empowering you to reach your full potential. Call, SMS, or WhatsApp +234 704 229 1171. Or you can visit our website www.joyoyesocoachingconsult.com. Hey, and welcome to episode 235. We're in season 21 of the Friday Night Hangout. Welcome, welcome. Of course, I'm Joy Onyeso, and I'm always excited to welcome you to a new episode of Friday Night Hangout. So welcome, welcome. Use the comment section. Let me know where you're joining in from. And don't forget to use the hashtag TGIF, hashtag Friday Night Hangout with Joy Onyeso. I would always love to hear from you. So put it in. Let's keep it going on. Now, today is Friday. It's already Friday night, and I don't know about you, and I want to know how your day has been like. Mine has been interesting. It's been productive. Yes, it's been a lot, right? It's been heavy, but very productive, and I'm happy. So what about you? What do you want to be celebrated for tonight? How has your week been? For most of us, Fridays. Use the comment section. Tell me your name, where you're joining in from, how you want to celebrate you. And if there's anything you want to be celebrated for, do not forget to put it in the chat box. And that's why we're here to celebrate you. Okay, I'm excited, particularly tonight because, right? And tonight we're going to be talking about, mindfulness and self-care. So it's very timely. This conversation is very timely because because we are already, we would say it's the ember month. Businesses are really projecting, trying to put things in place so that they can finish 2025 strong, which is very good. People are already planning, projecting how do we hit the ground running in 2026. Yeah, very valid as well. But in all of this, we want to remain mindful. We also want to pay attention to our self-care so that we can maintain a positive mental health. Very critical. Health is wealth, and your mental well-being is a component of your health. Honestly, until you've had to, health challenges or struggles, you may not begin to understand the depth of, what your health mean and why you need to safeguard it. Now, when we're talking about mental well-being, we'll be looking at two critical factors, which is one being mindful and the other one self-care. So you want to talk about transforming the way you live, transforming even your productivity. So when we are talking about, mental well-being, you might say, why are we talking about mental well-being? It's very important because when we talk about mental well-being, we're talking about your emotional, your psychological, your social, even your physical well-being. You want to be very productive. You want to operate, and manage your stress level. You want to maximize your potential. You want to maintain positive relationships. Then you need to focus on your mental well-being. Because when you are, when you are out of sync, out of tune, and you're stressed out, you're anxious, you are sick emotionally, you cannot bring up your optimum. It's difficult to have your peak performance. And so that's why tonight we're dedicating this conversation to looking at critical of mindfulness, and the other one is self. Okay, let's take them, one after the other. Now let's look at mindfulness. When we talk about mindfulness, what are we really talking about? When you say, are you mindful of this? It means, are you really intentional? Are you being present? Oftentimes when I have in-person classes, I will tell, my clients or participants to please prepare and come fully present. I say this from a place of experience because you could be physically in a place and yet you're not there, right? So I could be here, right here in the Friday Night Hangout studio, but I'm not here, I'm not coordinated, I'm anxious, my mind is in different places. Your body, soul, and spirit, what is required to make you happy, paying attention to what triggers you, paying attention to the kind of things you eat, paying attention to the kind of things that trigger you, paying attention to how you show up, how you engage, who you allow into your space is very, very important because they can contribute to your stress level, they can become distractions to you. And so you want to be fully intentional and take control of who you are, how you show up, what thoughts you feed yourself, how it impacts on you. And this is where self-care becomes, very important. Self-care is you being, prioritizing yourself, but making sure that you are always on the front burner. You're the golden goose that lays the golden egg, so you need to take care of yourself. So practicing self-love, making sure that you take care of yourself mentally, take care of yourself physically, take care of yourself emotionally, take care of yourself socially as well. This is very important. Now, social aspect of it. We're all involved in one relationship or the other. If it's in the work, you have work relationships with your colleagues, with your colleagues, with your boss, yeah, with your clients, with your vendors, depending on what sector or what you do. Then you also have other kinds of social relationship, like in the family. If you're married, you have your spouse to deal with, you have your children to deal with. If you have satisfied to be with, you would not be stressed or you're going through one form of abuse or the other. It has a way of draining you. And this is why you need to be intentional in having solid support systems. Who you can speak to, who can, understand where you're coming from, who can, understand where you're going through, who can support you. I know, yes, we have, less than 60 days to the end of the month, right? But you don't want to go setting, goals that make you feel overwhelmed rather than motivating you. Yes, I know we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us, but you also want to be realistic. When we look at smart goals, you make sure they are specific, they are measurable, they are achievable, they are relevant to your bigger picture, and then it's time bound. So we cannot create any more days other than what we have. And that's why I keep saying time is a non renewable currency. So, what can you actually do within the next 61 days? You don't want to overwhelm it with so many things. If you're running a business, what can your business strategically do within the next 60 days? So some of the things I will do is if I have 60 days, instead of planning for 60 days, I plan for 40, 45 days. Because you don't have control over time, you don't have control over certain things that will happen. No matter how prepared you are, things would happen. So don't walk yourself into that space where you become so tense, so anxious because you're not meeting your target. And listen, it's okay not to meet all of your goals for the year. It's really okay. You need to come to that place where it's okay, if you don't meet all of your goals. So be flexible, be relaxed, and most importantly, enjoy the process. The process is as important as the result. You don't want to go through life struggling, rushing, and you're not enjoying the process. You're not happy. You're moving on as if someone is forcing you to do it. And this is where mindfulness and self-care becomes very important. You want to make sure that you understand your capacity, what you can take. We each have our different stress, absorption level. What may be obtainable for me may not be what's obtainable for you. So this is where, you need to understand yourself, know yourself. And, when your body starts to tell you that, listen, you're pushing me too much, you need to know how to slow down. That is where your self-care mode should be activated. And honestly, we don't need to wait until the body starts giving a signal. It's important to put it in, periodically, have periodic rest and all of that. I know it's easier said than done. I'm also guilty of that. We also keep pushing, but you need to put in some time out. Before I traveled last week, I was at a point where I just knew that if I stayed a day longer, if I did take a break, I was just also going to break down. And, I just knew, and I was super excited. When I got into the flight, I was so excited. And I was telling my friend, I said, this is the first time in a long while I'm super excited to travel because I know I need this break. Even if it's for 12 hours or 24 hours, I want something exciting, something different, and just to have a break and spend some me time. And I was very deliberate about the goals of the me time I set for myself, and I ticked all the boxes. So even as you're preparing to wrap up the year, even as you have those big goals, the targets and all of that you need to meet, be conscious of the fact that you need to take care of yourself. Be fully present. Be mindful what you get yourself into. Don't sign up for things that you know will be so difficult for you to do. You don't have to please everyone. It's just impossible to do that. It's just impossible to do that. So you need to really pay attention to yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. We can't say this enough. No one knows what the next second will bring. Nothing is guaranteed in life. And that's why you need to spend time while you're pursuing all those big goals and the big moments. Look inwards and take care of yourself. It's important that you focus on you, because all those goals you're setting, if your emotions, if your mental well-being is not at a positive level, it's difficult. Once you're drained or you're burnt out, it's difficult. You'll be so fatigued that you can't even be creative, you can't think, you will lose zeal, you will lose motivation, and you'll be in a very bad place. And this is that time of the year where unconsciously we push ourselves into that bit. We unconsciously put ourselves into that bit. Do not go anywhere. Stay tuned. When we get back, we're going to continue the conversation and see what we can do. We've talked a lot about the benefits of mindfulness and self-care. When we get back, we're going to look at what exactly can we do to ensure that we take care of our mental well-being.
My name is Kozil Denis. Rediscover and Thrive Retreat. What do I love about the retreat? I love the setting. I love the fact that it's out of town, it's out of my comfort zone, it's out of where I am used to. And I love the serene environment. It's not a hotel. It felt like being in my own home. And then the togetherness, being able to be together in the same space. And then the fact that it was a safe space where I could share my mind. I love that.
Professor Joy and myself, we're having a year-end workshop. We call it a strategy workshop, where we are going to take time to understand ourselves. The workshop is in three parts. The first part is reflection. You're going to take time to reflect on your journey. How has community been helpful to me in this year? Which community has benefited me the most? So you're going to evaluate yourself in terms of your own personal journey, in terms of working with people, in terms of just personal reflection in various areas, how this year has been. And then after you do the personal reflection, we're also going to help you take some personal assessment where you'll be able to understand yourself better. Because one thing I've come to realize with personal assessment, that when you take it, it's like you say, okay, this is why I do what I do. This is why when somebody talks to me this way, I'm not happy about it because they are violating one of my values. This is why I am like this. This is why other people are different from me. So they're also going to be like personal assessment that you will take. And then we also have as a bonus the Maxwell Leadership this assessment. That one will give you a 30 or 30 page report about yourself. In fact, a lot of people when they do that assessment and they get the report, they say it's like, has somebody been stalking me? Because it will tell you a lot of things about yourself, your strengths, your leadership qualities, areas that you can still grow, areas that you can harness on knowing that this is an area that I'm strong in. And then doing all these things help you to understand yourself, that when I'm joining a community, I know what I'm bringing to the table. You know, I was saying one of the things that stop women from joining communities is fear. But when you know yourself, you'll be able to overcome that fear, because you know that, yes, I know why I am joining this community, and I know that in as much as I expect to get something out, there's also something I'm bringing to the table. And then the top part of this workshop we are having is strategic planning into 2026, because I believe that each year should be better. You should be a better version of yourself tomorrow than you are today. There's a quote that says, if you will not be better today than you were yesterday, or if you not be better tomorrow than you are today, what do you need tomorrow for? You don't need tomorrow if you're not going to be better tomorrow. So if you don't need 2026 if you are not going to be a better version of yourself. So the third part of the workshop is to help you strategically plan, so that as I move into 2026, how can I maximize the value of collaboration? Because that is one thing about community. You can collaborate with other people, just like Professor Joy and myself are collaborating now in different ways. How can I grow myself? In what ways? Having known my strengths, having known how I performed this year, how can I take it to another level? So that is what the workshop is about. And the good thing is that you can join in person. It's going to be taking place in the United Kingdom, in Reading, at the Hilton Hotel. But we're also making provision for people to join us virtually. So if you cannot be here in person, you can also join us virtually, and you will get the maximum benefit from it. Thank you. I can hear you.
Hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you
Okay.
now, yes.
Okay. Like Coach Ayam said, if you can't join us in person in UK, please make sure you reserve your seats and join us virtually. This is one workshop you don't want to miss. I love the bit about the reflection and repositioning. It's just super. This is what you need to end the year very strong, and then even start 2026 stronger. So you don't want to miss the reflect, refine, and reposition for 2020. Hi. Welcome back. And that was the refine, reflect workshop that we're planning for next month on the 29th is hybrid, like we rightly said. The link will be in the comment section. If you're interested, please just hit it up. It's also part of what we've just been talking about, being mindful of oneself, being, practicing self-care. Place where you get to, evaluate how your year has been. And what this does for us is it enables you not to be under pressure. You just take it easy. And so when we are talking about mental well-being, there are a number of things we can do as individuals to ensure that we have a positive mental well-being. So one of the things we can look at is, one, practicing gratitude. Being grateful for where you are now is very important. If you're not grateful for what you have, you're not satisfied with what you have, you're constantly grumbling, you feel that life has shortchanged you, you will just feel dissatisfied with life generally. It can make you to feel sad. And when you're sad, you feel demotivated and you will not be inspired to take actions you're supposed to take. And of course, it's going to affect your whole being, your physical health to be impacted, your emotional health to be impacted. And when that happens, you can't be said to be in a good mental state. So this is very important. It affects your productivity, your level of resilience. So gratitude is really very key. And the act of being grateful, really just being grateful. This morning I made a post on Facebook. I said, I'm grateful for experiencing today. Honestly, being grateful. I woke up this morning and I said, you know what? A lot of people slept last night and they didn't wake up this morning for one reason or the other. Yet I'm alive, I'm breathing. I may not be where I want to be right now, but I'm grateful that I'm here in this time and in this space, and I have hope of doing better. Okay? Now, another thing that can help you and help your mental well-being is journaling. If you've not built the habit of writing, please, you want to journal how you feel, what makes you feel that way, how your day, went, and all of that. One of the things I do at night before going to bed is, when I'm done with everything, I've said my prayers, I take my notebook or my journal, I start writing out key things that um resonate, key things that mean a lot to me during the day. Some things I would want to question, and I was, why did I do this? Could I have done better? So many things. It enables you to get to know who you are. And sometimes you wouldn't know you're building a pattern of doing things. And you build unconsciously, you build patterns that begin to distract you, patterns that make you feel sad, patterns that enable you to self-sabotage. But by journaling, it helps you to see the trend, it helps you to reflect, and then you can actually refine what you do, how you show up, and you can see things that are really positive and you can leverage. You want to focus on the good, beautiful memories you have, because whatsoever you focus on expands. Whatsoever you focus on expands. Now, the other thing you also want to do is to practice, being fully present. To ask yourself, what does it really mean to be present? So that when you're in a place where you find your thoughts going in different directions, you should have a way of calling yourself back to say, hey, girl, hey, stay back. Come back here. Remain present. I want to remain present. So you see yourself doing 1,001 things at the same time. You may need to cut short on that and focus. So get to know who you are. Excuse me, get to know who you are, because sometimes when you engage in too many things, you stretch yourself so thin, and then you build up stress. And when you're stressed up, you begin to act erratic. Sometimes you can even make, decisions that are not based on substantive things. You make emotional decisions, and at the end of the day, you would regret it. So if you don't have any other reason to, become mindful of yourself or to practice self-care, the fact that you want to be highly productive towards the end of the year, the fact that you want to finish this year strong, should be one reason why you need to be mindful and practice self-care. Just recognize that you can't be productive, you can't be resilient, you can't manage stress very well if you don't have a positive mental, position. Your mental well-being has to be prioritized, and by so doing, don't take on too many things at the same time. Learn to use the power of your no. You're saying no to one thing means saying yes to something that really matters. Excuse me. Another thing you might learn how to do is focus on prioritizing. prioritize. What is most important to you at this point in time? There are going to be 1,001 things. For sometimes you're on social media, you get carried away, you want to do this, you want to do that, you just put yourself under unnecessary pressure. The truth is, nothing good, nothing substantive comes like that. It's not magical. It takes time and it takes a process. So give yourself that time to build something substantive. And just know that even when you hit a roadblock, even when there are obstacles, it's all part of the story. Every mistake you make, every obstacle you meet is adding to the story. It's adding to your success story. You get to learn resilience. You get to learn alternative ways of doing things. So rather than, boxing yourself in or feeling sad, I want you to look at it from a positive perspective and ask yourself, what lessons can I learn from this? How can I improve myself from this? Instead of, feeling, my back is on the wall. Can you even look at the divide and conquer strategy where you unpack it and take it bit by bit? Start with what you're most comfortable at. When you surmount that, you have the confidence to do more. And then learn to celebrate yourself. This is what most of us don't do enough. We always, think that it has to be something big before you celebrate yourself. For every little milestone that you achieve, please learn to celebrate yourself. Celebrate your achievement. It is worth celebrating. It doesn't matter what anyone thinks. You did it. You achieved it. So you need to celebrate yourself for doing that. It's not easy to be you. So show up for yourself. The more you appreciate who you are, the more you celebrate yourself, the more positive your life will be. The more happy you are, the easier it is for you to achieve your goals. So you are not in competition with anyone. Just know that. Have a mindset shift completely. You're not in competition with anyone. Your timing is different from the next person's timing. You don't have to push yourself because you want to show you can achieve this or you want to do that. Just take it slow and steady. Do not rush so you do not crash. Appreciate the process. I'm hoping that with what we have discussed tonight, you would have picked one or two strategies. So use the comment section. Tell me something you're going to be doing differently as a result of the conversation we've had today. I want to hear from you. What is one thing or some things you're going to be doing differently as a result of the conversation we've had today? Thank you. Yes, keep it to this comment section and it could inspire someone else. Also, this is the last Friday in this beautiful, amazing month. What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? Please share with us. I'm grateful for the gift of life. I'm grateful for good health, to have started 1st of October through to the 31st, the final day of October. Wow. I'm super, super grateful for that. So share with us in the comment section what you are grateful for. And do not forget that we have Friday Night Hangout on YouTube. Please subscribe and share. Invite your family, your friends to join us on Friday Night Hangout. Now, we're also going to be meeting again next week, Friday, same time, for the first episode in the beautiful new month. And I hope to see you then. And until we come your way next week, Friday, from myself and my team at the Friday Night Hangout studio, is bye for now. Stay blessed. And I look forward to seeing you next week, Friday.
Are you feeling stuck in your business, professional or personal life? Or are you struggling to find purpose and direction? Imagine having a clear sense of direction, achieving your goals, and living a fulfilling life. Joy Onyeso Coaching Consult is here to help you. We will work with you to identify your strengths, overcome obstacles, and develop a personalized plan to achieve your dreams. With our coaching and consulting services, you will gain clarity, confidence, and the tools you need to succeed. Do not let fear, lack of clarity, or doubt hold you back any longer. Take the first step towards achieving your goals and living your best life. Contact Joy Onyeso Coaching Consult today. Joy Onyeso Coaching Consult, empowering you to reach your full potential. Call, SMS, or WhatsApp +234 704 229 1171 or you can visit our website www.joyoyesocoachingconsult.com.